Like, at the end of the day, this is something fun that I love to do. So if I got a creative idea, I'm going to get some people together and I'm going to perform, like, a little small little project or, like, a little thing, a little photo shoot.
If I want a real painting to be hung up on my wall, I am not going to be printing out a Mid-Journey picture and putting it on a canvas on my wall.
If it's going to gain views, it's going to gain views. If it's not going to gain as much views as a lot of other ones is, I'm not too discouraged about it. At least somebody saw it.
Right. 3, 2. Welcome, guys, to another episode of the Plus One Podcast. My name is Casey Brown, and I'm your host. Today, I'm here with a very special guest, and his name is...
My name is Keontae, or y'all know me on campus as Past Candids.
Mm-hmm.
I am from St. Louis. I am a junior, and I'm a visual arts major. And I'll probably say one thing I promote about myself is my creativity and my work that I do. So if y'all seen my work, I know y'all mess with it. I love y'all. I love all my fans and my supporters.
I'm one of them. And that's it?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Okay. Well, now I guess we'll get into the questions. What is a day like normally for you for school?
I'll probably say this semester I'm in a lot more art classes. I know when I first came here, I had a mix of like my little core classes with like my major classes. But I know for right now, I just go to the art building. I have whatever art classes I need to get done. We've been doing a lot more painting assignments. I'm real iffy with painting, but at the same time, it's fun and I'm enjoying it. I'm learning a whole bunch of new stuff. But probably in that day, I'll have my art classes. I'll probably hit the student union if I got to get some work done. If not, we slide to Chick-fil-A. I'm tired of eating Chick-fil-A, but that'd be the spot. You got the calf, and then most of the time, if I'm not doing
Pizza
it,
Hut. Okay.
Pizza Hut I have it once every blue moon. That's how I treat Pizza Hut.
Why?
Cause it's like Pizza Hut ain't the best pizza. What you talking about?
What's the best pizza?
Man, I don't even know. Cause if I get in this conversation, people gonna get on my head.
No, it's okay. On the last episode, I'm pretty sure it was the last episode. Me and my sister did a this or that, and we did the difference. What's best between Pizza Hut and Domino's, and we accidentally did Papa John's too.
Oh, see.
So, but Pizza Hut ended up winning for our video. Man, so guys, go watch that.
Pizza Hut always win, bro. Hey, maybe I'm just different because I'm from up Midwest, so I'm different. Like back at home, we got emos, Domino's.
I love emos.
You had emos before?
Yeah.
When you try emos?
Excuse me, let me be quiet. I'm not gonna say that I go all the time, but I'm from Belleville, Illinois.
Word.
Yes. So
you across the water.
Literally.
Oh, wait, okay. So never mind. Then that's what I was gonna say. Emo got the best pizza. even though that's a biased answer.
It is a biased answer.
I don't care. Emos is where is it?
I said Domino's, but I only said Domino's because
I'll pick Domino's over Pizza Hut. You for sure. On me.
Well,
I'll say this: Papa John's got some good bread. But Domino's, it just tastes different than what it do with Pizza Hut.
So you just don't think that Pizza Hut's that good, so that way you don't eat
No,
it?
No, it's most definitely top 5. It's just not my top 3.
Okay.
Like, I ain't gonna hate on Papa John's entirely. It's just, not even Papa John's, but Pizza Hut is like...
So it's just because it's no different pizza variety on campus. You just don't want to eat it.
Yeah, that's just it. Huh. And then, like... It's like eating Chick-fil-A. I've been here my junior year. This is my 3rd year, and I don't even eat Chick-fil-A when I go home because that's all we eat up here. So I be tired of eating straight Chick-fil-A. So I'll go home and get something else.
Okay, that's good. Do you think the St. Louis creative scene is welcoming to newcomers, or is there elitist culture that keeps certain people out? Since that's where you're from,
I'll probably say, growing up, like I'm a big graffiti art fan. So it's like growing up, I seen a whole bunch of graffiti whenever me and my dudes would drive through the city. So that was something interesting that I always saw because I was like, man, why these people out here just drawing on buildings and stuff? I didn't think nothing of it. I thought it was cool. But then if you ever been to the flood wall it's in Soulard in St. Louis. If you go where the riverfront is, you have the whole flood wall where basically that's just where a lot of artists just go to do mural work. They'll do tags, they'll do paintings, and from what I've seen growing up, it has boomed a lot more than what I saw as a little kid because I was like, oh man, there's some really talented artists out here. But as I got older and started knowing there was more people around me that was doing the same thing as me, they was going to the mural, they was doing their stuff, and I just seen a couple weeks ago some people put up like some incredible murals, and it was like they was there for like 3 days, 4 days. It's like
Mhm.
man, that would have took me 2 weeks to finish. Y'all different. So I feel like they are accepting. I feel like since everything is booming right now when it comes to art, like you got to worry about AI and things of that nature. So everybody, all us artists, is fighting against the AI
That's
because
crazy. I was getting ready to ask
AI
you a
just
question
makes
about that.
things AI make things easier. And if you are an artist in some way, shape, or form, it's the hard work is the best work.
That's sad,
It is.
but I I think people would still want real
Mm,
artists though. I don't think like cuz we talked about this on one of my last episodes too. Nobody's really going to want a mid-journey painting. Like if I want a real painting to be hung up on my wall, I am not going to be printing out a mid-journey picture and putting it on a
oh
canvas
yeah.
on my wall.
Oh yeah. Nah.
That's not going to happen.
It needs to be real. It needs to be authentic, because that's how you know somebody put the time in. They actually get it done.
So here's the other question I was going to ask you about that because I was going to ask you about how you feel about pictures
Mm.
because of AI. But do you think the rise of heavily edited photos slash videos is hurting the industry's credibility?
Ooh man. Um. Well, I'll say this. With videos, it's a different story because everybody edits different. Everybody has a different way of telling a story.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody is creative in their own way. So if you see a video and it's like a whole bunch of edits and stuff in it, you can't really get mad at them because that's what they doing with their videos. If they choose to cut it down or put even more in it, it's because of a reason. But if we talk about like pictures in general, like heavily generated or heavily filtered images and stuff, like it kind of takes the I don't know. I wouldn't say it takes the value from it in a sense because it's like if I took your picture and it's a really good picture and then you put a filter on it or you put blow it up or you like edit it on your own accord after I just edited it to make it look cleaner
Mm-hmm.
and then you add it and then you make it look like kind of like out of the source or whatever the case may be. Maybe that's something that you like, but at the same time it's like I know to me personally I wouldn't do that because I know it's a certain way how I like my stuff. So if people, tend to do that, I mean, they can do whatever they feel, but at the end of the day, like sometimes it won't look right. It may look right. Sometimes it's just doing too much, or they just kind of just go out of their way and be like, well, I don't care what they say, I'm gonna still do it anyway. And then when the pictures don't come out good, then they get to asking like, oh, woo doo woo. It's like, well, you chose to do that on your own accord. Like you didn't choose to wait.
Right. Okay. So, do you think that having to have, people wanting their pictures edited in Photoshop and everything, at this high commercial quality almost for Instagram pictures, do you think that is hurting or helping, photographers and videographers want to start?
Oh, I don't know because like ever since Instagram first came out, like you gotta think about everybody phones and stuff. Cause everybody back then had like older versions of the iPhone, this, that, and the third. So the picture quality goes up with the best phone that comes out.
Right.
So you already know when the iPhone 15 come out, the camera quality finna be crisp. You can shoot movies on that joint and everything. Like man, I can do that with my iPhone 11, but like it's not gonna be on the
As
same
good.
premise as if I was to have a 15 or a 16. So it kind of all depends, and like everybody quality is getting better. So since it's gonna be new phones, it's gonna be new cleaner pictures, new cleaner videos, and then it's just kind of gonna tag into like, man, like y'all know what y'all want. Y'all know how y'all want y'all pictures taken and all. So it just all depends on how they want to go about it. If they just want to completely just like overdo it and just completely just like add more to it when nothing needs to be added to it, it's like trying to fill a cup full of water. Like it's already full. Why you keep pouring in it? You know what I'm saying? So
You guess. Okay. So I would think that, it would make your job harder only because of how much time it takes for you to get the videos
oh
and
yeah, for
pictures
sure.
back out too. So like that cuts into your working time and your like how much you want to be compensated for because now I have to do a grade A quality worth of
Right.
work for some regular headshots that you just wanted taken.
Right.
So I would feel like do you feel like for all the work that you have to do that you're being um, compensated for, or do you think like when you're first starting out you just take the jobs you can and keep going?
It all depends. Like I said, it all depends on what I'm working on because not everything that I do I charge.
Mm-hmm.
Like at the end of the day, this is something fun that I love to do. So if I got a creative idea, I'm gonna get some people together and I'm gonna perform like a little small little project or like a little thing, a little photo shoot.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like those type of things is what bring more people because it's like it's networking at the end of the day. Like you give a little bit of free stuff, and then people gonna hit you because they gonna want to be serious. They gonna be
Yeah.
like, well, I want my pictures taken for this, and that, and the third. And then you hit them with the okay, well, this is how I go about it with my business, and this is how much these things cost. Now it's all up to that person if they want to spend that money or not. But at the end of the day, if you really want your pictures taken and you willing to pay money
You
for it,
gonna pay
you gonna
for it.
pay for it at the end of the day. So if you a college student and you got all the time in the world to spend money on, bada boom and bam,
You can pay for
you can pay to
pictures.
get your pictures taken. And like even when I do headshots, like I don't even charge much. Like I be like $25 headshots. And I'm like I gotta edit them. That's what the extra $5 is for the edit.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So like that's kind of how I go about it, especially when it comes to like studio sessions. Like if I gotta rent a space, that's $50. So obviously, if I'm gonna hit you with a charge, where it's like, okay, you finna do this studio session for about 2 hours. All right, that's gonna be 250. So I make 200, and the 50 go to the person that need to do it. So
But
at the end
I
of the day,
mean,
it's
you
like,
are still in there
yeah,
doing all the picture taking, all the, ideas and stuff like that. And on top of that, editing, like,
right.
it takes time.
It most definitely takes time, but sometimes I do it because I love it. But at the same time, when people do ask me, and like, say for instance, they asked me like when I had to shoot the Zeta video for their line coming off last year,
Mm-hmm.
like they hit me up, they was like, "Oh yeah, what's your price?" Whoopty whoop. Mind you, at this time, I'm like, man, I don't know if I got a price because this was right when the time when I started doing videos. So I kind of had to come up. I came up with a nice little suitable price, and Beta gave me a check. So
Go them.
go Beta, go Delta Ada. They the first two to give me my first two checks when I started doing it. We just waiting for AP and we waiting for
To lock
Alpha
in.
Chi to lock in so they can go ahead and get
Uh,
their videos.
crew. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So another question I had was, have you noticed any biases or favoritism towards certain styles or demographics in the photography community? Like, do you feel like the pictures that you're taking get enough recognition than others?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I set myself on a mission where I said I'm gonna put my school out there, and I said I'm gonna do it one picture at a time, one video at a time. And to see how it blew up last year was really crazy. I didn't think it would happen like this because it was like, man, I just had a goal. I set a goal where I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna just get 1,000 on the photography page. Once I hit that goal, I'm gravy. I hit that goal, I was like, huh, okay, let's just see how far I go. Like I was like, oh yeah, that's dope. Like I celebrated and all, but it was like, okay, let's just see how more of this is gonna blow up. And then eventually it got to the point where like people was telling me they was in Chicago and Ohio. They was like, oh yeah, we were seeing your videos. People from back at home showing me your videos. I'm like, what you talking? You talking about my videos? Like the video with Shelby. Like that hit on Twitter, that hit on TikTok, that hit almost any social media platform. It was on Facebook. So Josh showed me that, and I was like, I ain't think it was gonna
Do
get like
something
that,
right.
right? Like I ain't think nothing of it, because you could tag all the pages you could tag and be like, hopefully they see it and hopefully they give you the recognition and they give you
Right.
your credit. But I usually I hit my tags, I post my videos, I do my my hashtags, and then I just kind of let it do what it's supposed to do. If it's gonna gain views, it's gonna gain views. If it's not gonna gain as much views as a lot of other ones is, I'm not too discouraged about it. At least somebody saw it.
Right.
You feel me? So I don't I don't necessarily say it ain't to no bias. Like I feel like everybody, all the stuff that I just been doing, if it get love, it get love. So and then on top of that, I'm trying to get more people to like really mess with like my actual photography because like I know I was booming with the Greeks like all last year.
Mm-hmm.
So I had people back at home tell me don't make your page a full Greek page because nobody not gonna really actually see your actual work.
Right.
And I was like, you're not wrong because everybody is gonna want to see Greece. You feel me? Everybody that's in the HBCU area or in the HBCU environment is gonna want to see that because that's a part of their school. But at the same time, it also shows like how different every other school is, though.
That is true. Like, you really do show the best parts of, I don't want to say art campus because I don't go there no more.
Yeah,
But
she alumni. She left us.
don't make it sound like I just like was like, forget y'all, bye.
She hit
I
the dash. She got her degree and hit the dash.
I didn't. I did not. I still care very greatly about my university. I just had to go make some money.
Oh, for sure, for sure. You ain't making bread. What you doing?
That's true. That is completely true. Okay, so my final question, even though you basically told me uh, this answer, but do you think you found your passion? And depending on the answer, I will ask you something different.
But do you feel like I found my passion?
Yes, do you feel like it?
Hmm. I feel like mm, mm, I feel like I found my niche. You feel me? Like
Mm-hmm.
like I said, I've been doing this for 5 years. So like, it started with something normal and it blew up to something grand. So now it's like, okay, I'm gonna take this grand and I'm gonna run with it because I know there's something eventually that I'm gonna want to do. Like I said, I'm about to start doing short films on campus, so y'all stay tuned for that. But I feel like if I do start doing short films and I start getting really, really good at it, like that might be like, because
With
I love videography. I love being able to capture the moments. I love being able to shoot stuff and be like, man, I look back at all my videos that I record, everything that I got in a hard drive on the SD card. I just be looking like, man, that was a really good video. I can't wait to shoot another time and have it be even better. So it's kind of like I always be pushing myself. So if I do feel like I found my passion, I would say yes. I would say yes, I found my passion. But at the end of the day, everybody's passion, you got a way to evolve it. So I don't have to stay where I'm at. I'm choosing to evolve because I want to grow with it. I don't just want to be like, well, I know I'm doing good with pictures and stuff, and I know I'm doing a little good with videos. I'm good where I'm at.
we gonna grow.
We gotta grow. That means I gotta spend more money for more lenses. So that means I can provide the better quality pictures for everybody else and videos.
Okay, so since that's a yes, basically, my question to you is, what did you learn about yourself to know that it was your passion or that it was your niche?
It took time and patience. Um, I kind of have an eye to look at a lot of things. Like I know I started taking pictures of just the sunsets back at home, so like that's how it really started. But it got to a point where I love taking pictures of people because my Dukes always took pictures when we was growing up, especially when I was a little kid.
Mm-hmm.
Disposable cameras is like everywhere at the crib. We still got to get them developed. So it's like it's memories on those. So I kind of just be like, man, if I can do that, at least people can get them on deck. They don't gotta wait for them to get developed and all kinds of stuff. Like they can look back at this stuff in 10, 20 years and be like, man, I remember we was on the yard and we was having fun. This, that, and the third. Now you graduated with a good job, or you out here doing your own thing. Because if you go to college, you going to college for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Because you want to graduate with some other significance of what you want to do in your life. So it's gonna be a good look back. And best believe when class of 26 had a little class reunion in the next couple years, I'm gonna have a video for y'all. I'm gonna have a video for our class to be like, remember everything that happened from freshman year all the way throughout the senior year, graduation. Best believe I'm gonna be there for graduation. Everybody getting something for graduation.
That's great.
Yep.
I wish you were in my class. I do. I wish you were in my class. Well, guys, I don't think I have any more questions.
Well,
right now.
that's tragic because I got some questions
Well,
for you.
we're not at that segment yet. We're not at that segment
We're gonna get to that
yet.
segment real soon.
So stay tuned, because as you can see, he's real ready to ask me some questions. So we're getting ready to go into our next segment after these messages, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back with the last 3 segments of the show. So Are y'all ready? I'm ready.
I'm ready.
We're getting ready to start the on repeat segment. And this is where we talk about the music that we've been listening to this week or across our lives. And today, the question I have for him for this segment is, songs that you like to listen to or songs that you listen to during a shoot.
Okay. If I'll probably say like my top three songs right now. What I've
Mm-hmm.
really been listening to. I ain't gonna fake it to you. Blue Slides by Schoolboy Q.
Mm-hmm.
TDE, Top Dog Entertainment. The best is, best it was. Most definitely Head Joey Badass. Head High. That's a really good song. I
Okay.
sure just put them out for my recent videos that I just posted. And then I'll most definitely say Rough Rider by Fulio. Rest in peace, Fulio. I'm mad I ain't really get put on him for real, when he first was booming. But like I'm late to the party, I'm late on a lot of people. But I'm gonna get there. It's just a shame when I really be getting into them, they pass away. So
Aw,
it be crucial. But that's how that life go down there. You feel me? So
apparently. Okay, those are your only three
they're
songs.
my three. Now I really been rocking with lately.
Okay, lately in a shoot or just what you listen to
Lately,
by
just
yourself?
like if in casual, but if we doing shoots, I ain't gonna fake it to you. I'm playing some old school. I'm playing like what I was growing up listening to in the back of my mama car. Like you gonna have some MJ, you gonna have some Michael, you most definitely gonna have some Music Child. Oh yeah, you gonna have some Charlie Wilson. I ain't gonna fake it to you. We gonna be
Okay.
vibing. Them really be the more minute ones, but if like we really just like if we going with a good vibe and if my person is coming with some energy, I'm like okay, bet. Then we gonna play some little hype stuff. We gonna play some Cole. We gonna play some Kendrick. I don't know about Drake, but hey, we gonna play some music. You feel me? We gonna play something that's gonna bring the vibes up.
Okay. Well, yeah. I like that music. That music reminds me of my childhood greatly with my mom too. So, okay. So, my three songs, I
What's your
guess I'm
top
going to do
three?
three. Well, for right now is This and That by Youngboy.
Mm-hmm.
Then Sorry Not Sorry by Lil Yachty and V's.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just had this on. Where'd it go?
Let the
It's
audience.
called Come Slide With Me by Wally the Sensei.
Mm.
And Kalan For Real, I guess that's how you say it. And honorable mention, classical music. I've been having to drive to work and stuff, and on my drive to work, I listen to classical music.
Oh, if we doing honorary mentions, honorary mention. Cody Blue 31 by JID.
Cody Blue
The
31.
Forever Story. Check it out.
Okay. You might have to send me that.
Oh, for sure.
But my favorite one that I listened to on the way up here this morning was Swan Lake. I can't say the name, but I'm going to have it at the bottom so that way you guys can look it up.
For sure. For sure.
So now we're getting ready to go into me and my life, and basically this is what where we talk about, memes that we see on our feed and explain them and why we like them and all that other stuff. So my guest can go first.
I ain't gonna fake it to you. I got a
You
whole
don't have
bunch.
to show them
I know.
to.
I was sure about to say I got a whole bunch of memes and stuff, but out of the one that I got here, I just be minding my business. I stay out the way. What they got to do with me? If somebody come to me with an issue, I don't want to hit them with it. Oh, that sounds like a personal problem. I'm just,
That sounds like a personal problem.
people get offended now. You say that, they be like, oh, what you mean? What you would have? Like, no, that's not what I meant. It just sounds like that's your own situation you need to worry about. Mine ain't Bennett, and I'm not in it.
Right. So that is representation of you. Okay. Cool. Well, my meme is well, it says it's words. It says, "You don't have to be everyone's savior. Just be a kind stranger."
Mm,
And I think that is a good tidbit to give you guys because you don't have to be, you know, you don't have to know somebody to be nice to somebody.
for sure.
So it doesn't hurt to smile or wave or say hi, as long as you're not putting yourself in a dangerous situation. Granted, but it doesn't hurt to be kind to people. My mom always says, "Don't be nice, be kind."
Oh
So
yeah, for sure.
I wanted to share that with everybody and give you guys some positivity because that's what we like around here. So yeah,
We love a positive space. We do. We really
yes, this
do.
is a positive, safe space. I try not to be very, controversial and antagonistic on here.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because I know it's a whole bunch of buttons that can be pressed.
Yeah, which is why I don't like to
We
press them. I don't know how people react to certain stuff like that, so that's why I stay in their comfort zone.
exactly. We gotta put tape on the buttons so nobody don't press them.
Tape on them.
We gotta put tape on all the red buttons so nobody press them.
I did see a video though where I forgot who was on it, but basically they were saying that it's not about if people are pressing the buttons, it's about the buttons being there. So sometimes you have to think about why you have certain triggers and stuff like that and work on yourself. And then you can see if somebody is actually stepping over your boundary or if it's just an emotional issue.
Right.
So I would like to say that first. Okay, so now we're to the last questions. This video went by in a flash.
Oh yeah, for sure. So we get it done. On the Plus One podcast.
On the Plus One podcast,
we get it done. We get it done.
So as I say to all my guests, please be nice. My mom is watching.
I ain't gonna do it like that.
I mean, I would hope not, but we never know. So you can start.
All right, bet. First question.
Okay.
When you first got to UAPB, what did you think? Because I know you was a COVID kid. I know y'all had it crucial, so.
What did I think when I first got there?
Mm-hmm.
This is nothing like what I've normally seen.
And what do you mean that because of like other colleges you went to, or
no,
because you came to UAPB multiple times?
I've come to UAPB multiple times, and I've been like on both sides. Like I've been like just coming for homecomings, and then I've been here for basketball games. The only thing I hadn't seen was class. That was the only part of campus that I hadn't seen. But as for parties, everything that you could do on the campus, I had seen already before. But when I went to class and then when I came in COVID, it was kind of weird because it was like it wasn't as like amped up as I had normally seen like people to be here. So I was like, that's odd, but okay. Like I didn't really think nothing of it. It was just like, at least I got to be here when it was really popping. And that was really it. But yeah.
Because I'm for sure, because a lot of people was telling me, they was like, man, before you even got here, you don't even understand. The yard was crazy.
No,
like,
literally.
Everybody be saying that on Fizz, bro. We like, oh yeah, like 4 years ago, the yard was popping. We had all this stuff. I'm like, bro, y'all saying this now. We don't got it now. Y'all can reminisce, but is nothing else we can do about it. You feel me?
We're trying to recreate it, but I think we need to recreate it in some different ways. Because a lot of the things I didn't even realize were unsafe until I started going to them. Like, I had never, been to a party where I ever worried about, it getting shot up till I came to school. Even though there were parties that got shot up all the time. My sister just never told me about it. My mom even told me that they was shooting up parties when she went to school there.
Oh yeah, for sure. They was getting busy back then.
So she was like, yeah, coming outside, seeing people dead in the grass of the plex and stuff like that. I'm like, what? But I had never really seen it. Like I had never been in the scenario to be there and see what was going on. But then when I saw how Pine Bluff basically bleeds into UAPB, I was like, yeah.
Yeah, we literally right next to the hood.
Literally.
If you really want to be honest, UAPB is there, and then you got PB in itself. So
literally, we're in the center of Pine Bluff. The hood is in the center of Pine Bluff.
The hood is literally in the center of Pine Bluff, literally right a couple blocks away from the school. You won't have to travel far at all.
Nah.
And it don't take a lot to travel for a lot of the locals to travel to any of our parties or any of the functions or events that we have.
Right, and it's very hard to keep them out. We can't even keep them off campus, let alone keep them out of our stuff that we're throwing outside of the campus.
Right. And it's like y'all live here, so it's some of us just ain't got no say, but at the same time, be enforced, because if you ain't got no student ID or you don't even go here, you can't come to no student-based event.
Right.
That's just how I feel.
Yeah.
That's how I feel like a lot of situations will be cleaned up, because, like you said, parties getting shot up. Freshman year, I came here, people fighting at the parties and stuff. I'm just sitting there, oh my god, they scrapping. Like we just out there having fun. But like, I kid you not, like last year, party got shot. Dude, the party didn't even get shot up. The security guard shot his gun
Shot his
to
gun.
clear a crowd in front of the building. So mind you, Heston Stadium, it once it get packed, it get packed. But I kid you not, they do this in a worse way, bro. I'm sorry, but they gonna let the ladies in first, and I kid you not,
They are.
they'll let about 30 of them in, and only let 5 dudes in, right?
At a
Crazy.
time.
At a time, we'll be out
Literally.
there waiting for like an hour. Everybody just in the line, just trying to get in. There is no like, oh, this is down the third, because everybody got the money. Everybody just trying to get in. So it's like, it is what it is. And like sometimes there'll be some nights where it'll be cold outside, and we be straight standing out there for 30, 40 minutes trying to get in.
Yeah, like, people gonna get irritated.
And people gonna get
irritated.
irritated.
I think the line progression is a problem.
For sure. And the fact that he shot his gun to clear a crowd was crazy, because that, like, you don't do that, because then there's people in the building that was like,
yes, they was shooting. Running out. It was all
some people got trampled. I got trampled.
And then they had to shut down the party.
And then everybody moved to a whole nother spot. You know, after that, bro, I said, I'm good. I'm gravy. I said, I'm good. Because last year when they did the Freaknik that happened my freshman year, they got shot up.
Yes.
One of my friends,
I was
she
5
broke her leg.
people away from the gun.
One of my friends broke her leg, and my brother got, they ran, all them girls ran on him, bro. They pushed him off the stage and some more stuff, cause like we was up in the hospital for like a week.
Oh my goodness.
Trying to make sure our peoples was straight, and we was just like, bro, and we left. Like me and one of my friends, we was taking pictures at the party, and once our cameras died, we was like,
ain't no
time
point in
to go.
Being,
you
right?
feel me? Like time to go. Like it's already cold out here. So, and you know we right by the lake, so you know the breeze be mad cold. So it's like we was like, all right, our camera's dead. It's time to go. Next thing you know, somebody got hurt. Somebody got killed. It was like we just lost somebody not too long ago because somebody was shooting at the lake.
Yeah.
So it's like
knew him too.
On me for sure. Met that man like a few times in my life. Dude had the same name as me. Crazy. I didn't even know people was talking about him. They'll put his name out there.
Yeah.
So
that was sad because that wasn't even like really even supposed to happen.
It wasn't.
So yeah. So next question.
I got you. Okay. So how about this? So after COVID passed and y'all was able to get back on the yard, like I know for sure like people was ready to get things going, get things moving, get things booming. So like, what do you say? Like, do you say the vibes kind of picked up like once COVID ended, like everybody was ready to just come back and everybody was just on there, or just like it just did it go
I think it was a lot. It's been very gradual. I don't think it was like an instant thing. And I also think it didn't happen that way because a lot, like when we got out of COVID, a lot of people left.
For sure.
So mainly we're trying to get kids to come to school after COVID, because it's like, how are we going to make people be here? And they don't, like, they had to get other kinds of jobs, people getting laid off. Like, school costs money. So it's not a lot of people that are going to be able to pay the minimal amount of tuition that they do pay when we're in there, like when we're in school. So it was a lot of things that went into it, because like beforehand we had people who had jobs here, who had houses here. Like it was more of us, I would say, like UAPB people in the community, so it was a lot easier to like move around. But like once COVID hit, those people either didn't have jobs or they left, or like they kind of were forced basically into the house. So it's hard to like reach out and make those connections when they've been shut off for almost a year or two basically.
Because I already know like during COVID, like that was crucial, and I ain't even think about what people in college, like college wasn't even on my mind at the time. So like when I came up here and people was talking about, a whole bunch of stuff changed when COVID happened and this, that, and the third, I was like, man, I didn't even really think about how colleges was going to be like affected when COVID hit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, knowing it's a whole bunch of bodies on campus and like an outbreak can happen. It very much does. Like flu outbreaks, COVID outbreaks, man, you're not wrapped up, them outbreaks, you feel me? So Y'all be safe out here.
Literally.
And then take your vitamins. Take your medicine.
Take your vitamins.
I'm telling you.
Okay. Any more questions?
Yeah, I got two more questions.
Okay.
I got two more questions. Since you been here, so when you came to UAPB to when you graduated, because did you do 4 years or did you do 5?
I do 4.
You did 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you feel like you contributed anything to the yard when you was here during your 4 years?
I feel like I attempted to. There's a lot of pushback to do something of importance.
Mm-hmm.
And now, like with what I'm doing right now, I feel like that was I feel like that's what is and what I'm currently giving to the yard right now. I'm doing my best, as you said, to showcase the yard in the best light.
For sure.
So I feel like I was trying to do that in other ways, like through other organizations and stuff that I wanted to be a part of. But if I'm not able to give in the way that I see fit, I don't want to be there, if that makes sense.
I get that.
So when you try to like give ideas that they don't match with everybody else's, it gets a lot of pushback. That's the only word I'm going to say. So, yeah, I feel like right now I'm giving more to the school. And when I was leaving, I gave more to the school. A lot of time at the school, I really did focus on the person that I was.
Mm-hmm.
So that way I could be a better person to people and then be able to give something back that adds value. So I think I went through that journey and I came out on the other side, and now I'm doing what it takes to add back value in the way I want to.
Well, you already know it's well appreciated amongst all of us, because I feel like that's all what everybody is doing. They all trying to do something to make UAPB like known, because like we already know we one of the oldest HBCUs.
Yeah.
In the Mid-South.
Mm-hmm.
So you already know it's like we don't get a lot of traction as we would want. But at the same time, it's like we got to take what we are given and we got to make something out of it.
Yeah.
That's why I said one picture, one video at a time. And I mean, I did just that, and guess what? AP was out there. Delta Eta was out there. Beta Beta was out there.
Yeah.
Every Greek, every fraternity and sorority was out there. Black Essence, shout out to Black Essence modeling team, they was out there.
Mm-hmm.
So it all depends on, I believe, that character and if the work they want to put in, because it's like, I said that after my freshman year, I was like, okay, I want to go crazy on the yard. Like, I want to be out on the yard more and actually do more stuff for my school. And I did just that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I completely understand. You did your 4 years. You was like, all right, we finna build myself up, make sure I'm straight before I try to put myself into something else where I can do as much as that.
I'm sorry. It couldn't hear you. That's why.
It couldn't hear me?
Yeah, so go ahead.
Oh, man, we gonna run it back then. I understand that you spent your 4 years to build up your character, you build up your person, to understand your ups and downs and your pros and your cons. So when you was able to graduate, you was able to focus more on what you wanted to do, because I know during that 4 years you was like, oh yeah, it's just straight school.
Yeah, because I was here on academics, so I don't have time.
Oh yeah, there ain't no play.
Yeah,
there ain't no play.
Nobody's messing with my money that allows me to stay here.
Mm-mm.
Not even Jesus. So he's the one helping me. So
for real though, for real.
We're not getting in the way of that. And then after, like, I already had a handle on my grades, but like I had to make sure like everything about me was good. Like my intentions were right. My mind was right to be able to be in that space. So yeah. Okay, last question.
Where do you see the yard so far, from what you've been seeing on the yard, since from like me being out there, from other photographers being out there, other video creators, and then like, the yard just being in a whole in itself? Like, where do you think the yard gonna crack off even more than what it has been these past couple years, now that you have people on the yard that's out doing stuff and actually trying to make change? Because like, boy, SGA, we had to make sure we put the right people in office. I'm not even into politics, and we doing politics in college.
Yeah.
I don't even like politics, but I'd rather put somebody in a position that's actually gonna do the work than somebody who just want something good. Right, to look good, make your resume look pretty, to have a nice little title. If you're not serious about it, don't do it.
Right.
So, so what you think about that? You think in the yard everybody's just starting to stand on business, or everybody's growing to boom the yard?
I think that as we continue to grow from, like, the COVID downfall,
Mm-hmm.
I think that as long as we stay consistent and continue to move forward in our changes, then we'll get back to where we were and better. Because I don't even think where we were was really that, was like at the height of where UAPB has been and could be.
Right.
I think we had to, fall to be able to go up, basically. So right
I mean,
now we're on our up, but we just have to continue our momentum. And our alumni need to support us. The school needs to support us. They need to value our opinions and our suggestions because they're the ones that are on the campus. They're the ones that are going to be able to make it look different, that take back your what's the word, your brand to other people when they go back home. You don't want somebody going back to their house and saying and complaining like, yeah, I had mold in my room, I can't do this and that. Like, it's real hard for us to be able to build ourselves up and tell the greatness of what is out there if most people are going back home and saying the only people I like there are my friends. The only things I like about being there is going to the caf with my friends, going out with my friends, the people that I meet.
right.
That's going to have to change into, that just means we have a good environment. But other than that, we need to make sure that everything else is taken care of because people are coming here and paying their money so that way their needs are met.
Man, thousands of dollars too.
Literally. Not even their wants, but just their needs. So once we make sure that we're getting our needs met at the school, we'll be up and better. But the only people who can do anything about that is the alumni and the administration. That's it.
Cause I sure heard freshman year alumni like to take a visit during homecoming. Walk them halls and go to their old rooms where they used to stay at. I stay in the Doug. Come find me. Drop me off a little bread. I'm a college student. Them post on Instagram. They be like, yeah, cash up a college student about
Yes,
fifty
they
fifty
need it.
dollars. Yeah, we need that.
They
Yeah,
need that.
y'all think we be playing? No, this money stuff ain't no
Yeah.
joke.
College is at the end of the day a business and
It's serious.
you got to take it seriously like it is.
Because if you don't, you're gonna be over $5,000 in debt.
And
You
it
gonna
could
have to
be gone in a flash.
just like that. All that money you making from your job, they taxing. Uncle Sam gonna get his bread.
Gone. Gone. Okay. Those are all the questions.
Yep.
Okay. Well, guys, this has been a great episode. I've had a great time. I am very thankful that you're here. I've had a rough morning, so it was very hard for me to get up and come up here and be energized. But just seeing your face and you being so helpful has been a light,
Oh man, for
honestly.
sure. I'm glad I was able to help. I know I'm greatly appreciated for you reaching out because I'm sure like when you text me, I was like, somebody want me to be on their podcast. I'm like, oh, that's
Yes.
tough. I
What do
was like,
you
I ain't
mean?
think too much about it. I was like, man, I was like, me of all people, because I really just be thinking I'm just some like I'm humble. I go out in the yard, I be me. You see me with my camera, you don't see me with my camera. At the end of the day, I'm still the same person.
Hmm.
So at the end of the day, it was just I'm truly grateful. So I was like, I appreciate you giving me a little platform to speak on, talk about what I do.
Yeah.
Because a
I
lot of
think
people don't know that I'm past Candies.
right.
Now
And I
you
think
know.
that it's important that you're doing something that is very positive and helpful for your life, actually. Like you're using your passion and you're adding value. That's what this whole podcast is about. So, of course, I would want somebody who wants to do it, you
Oh
know?
yeah, for sure.
So, guys, I want to thank you guys for watching
Appreciate
and
y'all.
make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure that you send it out to all your friends if they want to start photography. Oh, last question.
Mm.
If you had to give one word of advice or something to somebody who wants to be in your spot, what would it be?
To be a photographer?
Or a videographer?
Well, my big brother back at home told me, he said it's going to time and patience. Um, if you actually really want to take photography and videography seriously, it takes a lot more than just pressing a button and like just being, oh, say cheese, and then you get a picture. You feel me? Like you can do that, and that's cool. But at the end of the day, it's like it's hard work that come under it. It's like a culture to it. It's like you gotta know what you're doing. You gotta know what you're working with, and at the same time, it's like if you really want to take it seriously, you're gonna be spending a little bit of bread, but it's gonna all be worth it in the end because the amount of work that you putting in for the amount of money that you spending on the stuff is the amount of money you gonna get back double and triple the time if you actually work on it. You feel me? Like you can't buy yourself a used car and you want to be a mechanic, so you work on a used car. You realize like you're gonna have to get parts, which means you're gonna have to spend money to get the parts, and then like you say for instance the parts not work, so then you gotta
Go back. Yeah,
go
get a.
back, you gotta go through the whole little process. Every bit of this is hard work. Every bit of this is like time consuming and it's patience with it, because as a photographer I gotta know that I'm not gonna be able to get everything, but I'm gonna get what I can get, because I take what I can get and I make something gold out of it. So most definitely time and patience. Don't rush it. It just it's like put yourself in a lab, put yourself in a studio, work on it for about an hour or two a day. Go outside. If you go walking somewhere, if you like to go on walks, take pictures on your walk. I did that. That's how I got better. Like so, take the things that you love to do. If you like hanging out with your friends and you like taking pictures, take pictures of your friends. If you like going to weddings and stuff like that, take pictures at weddings. Find something that you like to do and then take a picture of it. And if you like it, keep taking pictures of it. And if eventually you come across something else different, you gonna want to change it up. But then at the same time, YouTube University, TikTok University, Google is your best friend. I'm telling you, all you gotta do is just take the time, sit down, look it up, do your research, and I guarantee you're gonna be gravy. All it
Okay.
take is one step.
And then you'll get to the next one.
For sure, one foot at a time.
Okay. Well, guys, thank you so much again. And as I always say, I don't want you to I don't want you to forget about how you're treating yourself and how you're treating others. And also, don't forget to love more, be more, and add more positivity to the world. We're out.